Well, hello everyone. I know it's been quite some time, but it's so great to sit down with you guys once again and check out the latest animal reveals for the Twilight pack. I'm getting pretty excited about this kind of stuff. So, just today, Planet Zoo just tweeted out their common wombat picture. I'm very excited about this chunky guy. This picture actually does show a lot of stuff. I think that might be the new wood right behind him. It looks pretty good. It's looking like it's gonna be really good for like desert houses and stuff like that. I can definitely see like a lot of maybe even aviaries being built with that. But it looks really good. But let's probably talk about the wombat a little bit. Super excited about these chunky guys. I'm really excited to see what kind of like color variation they have because wombats can be all different kinds of colors. Usually Frontier doesn't really choose subspecies. So there's a mainland wombat and there's a Tasmanian wombat, both common wombat species, but subspecies differ. Really interesting animal choice for Twilight. Not really sure as to why they're going with this guy other than the Tasmanian Devil. I know a lot of you guys probably wanted the Tasmanian Devil more than like the Red Fox or anything, which we'll talk about in a little bit, but this is going to be super interesting. One of the coolest things about wombats is they actually have backwards facing pouches, and I'm just very curious to see if they'll actually make that a reality. It's a really cool thing that wombats are not really known for. But it's a really, really unique characteristic that's very unique to this species. They actually have that so that when they dig, the dirt doesn't like kind of go down into the pouch or anything like that. They kick it back with their paws, which by the way, look at those little claws. Oh my god, it's so cute. But yeah, that's going to be super interesting. Don't expect like Nick's and mine's Wombat remasters just yet. We're still pretty much like still living off of those right now. But I don't know, I'm very excited to see that. And you can see the burrow in the back right over there. So it's pretty much implied that these guys will be able to use a burrow. It's pretty much what they're known for. So that's going to be super interesting right over there. But scrolling down throughout here, we can get another look at the scenery. Nothing too crazy, but we could see that, we have the spider benches, which is fine. I guess I'm not really too concerned about those, but we do get a look at some other pieces in here as well. If you look over to the top right where the Virginia ivy or whatever is kind of climbing up that stone wall right over there, that's going to be super interesting. That's a brand new stone set, it seems, so that's going to be a really awesome piece to use. And of course we could see the roof tiles throughout here. Part of the Twilight pack, of course. These guys are going to be flexi color. You can see that the roof on the top right is different from the ones in like the middle and stuff like that. All different kinds of colors, so that's going to be flexi color as well. Really awesome stone pieces as well. You can kind of see throughout here. Not really anything super useful for, outright purposes. But I'm sure the Planet Zoo community will be able to find some good uses out of them. And making our way down here, we can also see a glimmer at the red fox. They look pretty good. I'm not really too fond of like the summer coat of red foxes. I much do prefer like the fluffy winter coats, but they do look pretty good, which I'm very happy about. A little stylized, kind of like the Dole. It seems like it's going to use Dole animations, but we'll know that for certain by next week. And we could also see the piebald right in the back, which I think is a really awesome kind of like show off right there. I think that's going to be super awesome just to have. But that's a really, really awesome animal. I'm super excited about that. Now, we could also see some of the other plants in here as well within the Red Fox screenshot. You could see some of like that twisted whatever, the Bristlecone pine, I think that is, way in the back. We can also see some of the other plants as well, some like the smaller ferns. Really excited about that stuff. I'm super, super excited to play around with those. And of course, our last but not least kind of look at the Bristlecone pines and stuff like that. Just looking at all these pieces in this screenshot is really awesome. Nothing too crazy, nothing new really, but just a really awesome screenshot nonetheless. I'm super excited about that tree in the middle. I'm not sure what that is just yet, but once we actually get our hands on that, that's going to be a wonderful piece to use. And of course, a foxglove looks beautiful as well. Really praying that it's flexi color. But yeah, that's really about it for today. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. We should probably talk about what this means for modding. Red Fox, expect like a lot of Red Fox subspecies to come out, I assume. There's a lot of variation between Red Fox subspecies, so that's going to be a really awesome thing to have. Especially like a more fluffy Red Fox. I think that's going to be awesome. And in terms of the Wombat, don't expect too much. Maybe we'll kind of like update the Southern Hairy-Nosed Wombat again, but I don't know, we're still kind of feeling that one just a little bit more. We're not really sure on how we'll mangle it to look more like the Southern Hairy-Nosed, but I don't know, just very excited about all this stuff. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. You guys are always the best. In order to stay up to date with your latest Planet Zoo news, be sure to drop a little subscribe if you can. Let me know what you guys are most excited for in this update. Me personally, I'm still excited for the bats. It's gonna be so freaking cool. It's freaking bats. I love Halloween. But thank you guys so much for stopping by. You guys are always the best, and I can't wait to see you all in the next episode. Take care and have the most wonderful of wonderful days. Bye-bye now.